Ipswich Living is proudly supported by USQ Springfield. USQ, fulfilling lives.
Hello and welcome to another season of Ipswich Living. I'm your host Amelia DeVita, and this year we'll be looking at the 10 council divisions of Ipswich to gain a full perspective of the region. Today we're going to get a greater understanding of Division 1, which includes Camira, Carroll Park and the greater Springfield area. We'll learn more about the region's latest developments and future projects and talk to business owners that have shaped the area. Finally, we'll be talking about events and entertainment for the whole family to enjoy. There's much to see and do in Division 1, so join us as we learn more about this exciting part of Ipswich. To kick us off, a Springfield Land Corporation initiative is going to fill us in on the Greater Springfield region.
Welcome to Greater Springfield. A place to live, learn, work and play. Greater Springfield is a modern city, home to more than 20,000 people, and there's still a lot to come, as it's only 13% complete. It's so impressive, the Urban Development Institute of Australia has ranked it the best master planned project in Queensland.
We are excited by the future of Greater Springfield CBD, the largest in the country, that will include dedicated areas for education, health and commercial operations, all connected by the Springfield Central Parklands. Already, global businesses NEC, Dalkia, IT solutions company Danush, Infotech, along with other Australian companies, have relocated to Greater Springfield. Greater Springfield will be a place where people and business will love to call their home. And I invite you to be part of the great success.
Greater Springfield, a place where anything is possible. Serviced by major arterial roads from all directions, Greater Springfield is close to commercial and recreational locations. From Springfield Central CBD, you're just 30 minutes to Brisbane, 40 minutes to Brisbane International Airport, 20 minutes to Ipswich CBD, and less than an hour to the Gold Coast. With support from all levels of government, billions of dollars worth of public infrastructure is planned to further improve access, including the duplication of the Centenary Highway and a rail extension due to be complete by 2015.
Greater Springfield has played a major role in the development of the city of Ipswich. We've won national awards, we've won international awards, and it's all because of Springfield's commitment to education, innovation, and working with the business and local community. I'm proud to support Greater Springfield. As the Mayor, it's just wonderful to have a community that engages, a developer that engages, more importantly, a place that you're going to enjoy to say it's your home and the place to be.
With such strong infrastructure planning, Greater Springfield is fast becoming the ideal location for businesses looking to take advantage of a rapidly growing population and a sustainable city. With a CBD twice the land area of Brisbane's, Greater Springfield caters for everyone. Greater Springfield is already bustling with activity. Greater Springfield, a place where anything is possible.
And if you'd like to know more about the Springfield Land Corporation, go to greaterspringfield.com.au. Stay with us because coming up next, we'll be taking a closer look at the business and development that has shaped Division 1. Welcome back. Today we're looking at the Ipswich region, referred to as Division 1, which occupies the area of Carroll Park, Camira and Greater Springfield. In our next segment, we'll be looking at Carroll Park, which is home to many well-known Australian and international companies. Carroll Park Industrial Estate provides employment for more than 5,000 people in the area. If you've ever gone fishing with an Alvi reel, rode the Tower of Terror at Dreamworld, or eaten a burger from Hungry Jack's, you would have experienced one of the many products manufactured at Carroll Park Industrial Estate. Our reporters spoke to two of the companies based in Carroll Park, Bruce Alvi from Alvi Reels and Sean McMonigal of Sun Engineering, to find out what makes Division 1 a great place to do business.
Basically, it's a family-owned business. My mother and father started it back in 1976 in Ipswich, and we've remained here ever since because we've worked well with the Ipswich City Council, and the land that we're on is actually part of an industrial development, and we've grown here on this site since then. It is, as I said, very much a family-owned business with a lot of my siblings involved in the business, and our children and our grandchildren obviously being involved in the business as well.
Bruce Alvi, Managing Director of Alvi Reels Australia, and we're at the corner of Boundary Road and Antinomy Street in Carroll Park, and we've been here since 1978.
We started mainly in Ipswich in the mining and industrial areas, and then we've grown over time to get into more materials type, handling type projects in Australia and in various parts of the world as well.
The company has been going since 1920, and my great-grandfather started the business by, he used to repair push bikes, and then he started repairing some reels, and then he decided he could make a better reel than the ones that he was being brought in to fix. So he started building his own reels, and away it went from there. So it all started in a little shed at St Lucia with a treadle lathe, which those people know, like a treadle sewing machine that you work with your feet. And that was how they spun the reels to turn them, made all the components. A lot of cast brass and stuff like that was used in those days. But yeah, no, it started all handmade and just developed from there, and was passed down through the next 3 generations to now the 4th generation. Our old factory was at St Lucia near the Queensland University, right on the riverbank. It was a lovely view, but in '74 we had 11 feet of water through the factory. It put us out of business for 8 weeks. But we survived that, and actually the fishing season in '74 after the floods was fantastic and helped us get through. And but we decided that we would look for higher ground, and then we came up here, which was at a government estate, and yeah, with the stories from there, we found a block of land and it was approved, and away we go.
Most of the work we do has a niche to it, in that it's either requires technically it's very challenging, or it's in a remote part of the world somewhere and requires challenges to achieve it. But some that stand out is Suncorp, obviously because of where it is, of what it represents. So you can go there every weekend and have a look at it. And it is, those trusses that were lifted were the longest trusses lifted in the cemetery as a single piece in the Southern Hemisphere at that time.
We manufacture about 45 different side cast reels, just expanded into the camping area as well, so we're going to start making sand tent pegs for camping on any of the islands, Fraser Island, Moreton Island, ideal for that sort of outdoor use.
We've done the Tower of Terror. I mean, that was the tallest, fastest ride in the world at that time. It was really great, that project, in that we were competing against the Americans. They were trying to build what they call their Superman ride. Well, we got ours delivered first. That's why it allowed Dreamworld to say they had the tallest, fastest ride in the world. Yes, Superman overtook that after a while, but we made it happen for them.
That we manufacture large deck winches which go on the side of boats for very deep sea fishing into like 1,000 feet of water. We import fishing rods and some accessories to go with our products, so we have a nice balance of imported and locally made products, but the locally made products is where you make your money, and we need to keep manufacturing to stay viable.
We're doing a lot of theme parks throughout the world, water parks, water slides, those sorts of things in various parts of the world.
Our fishing reels are literally made from raw materials in at one end of the factory and go out as a finished product, packaged, pad printed, sometimes attached to a rod as well, and ready to go. So it's fairly unique. We have probably more manufacturing processes under one roof than many other companies. Our company's main business is dealing through retailers, so we supply BCF, Kmart and all the tackle shops. We use wholesalers to supply smaller shops than the bigger ones. They go and call on the little shops right out west and places like that. But then we export about 10% of what we make. New Zealand's our biggest export market, up through the islands with some of the winches, and then we export items over to Europe, UK, a bit to America, but yeah, it's surprising where they end up all over the place.
The benefits of being based in Carroll Park is one, that you've got a good council to work with. You've got a really proactive council that over the years has been proactive in promoting business.
Well, the Carroll Park, Ipswich area, it's one of the reasons for when we moved here, we made sure that we employed staff that came from this area, even though we're at St Lucia, and then that fitted in that there's a very good employment base. We have a number of people that walk or ride bikes to work.
Logistically, it's just a great place. You're now with the infrastructure that's around, you're relatively close to the ports, you're close to transport systems, you're close to a pool of people, you're close to a capital city. So all of those things make it very easy or easier to do business.
At present, we're running with about 27 staff members.
If you went back last year, we're employing over 800 people. And that was only between Papua New Guinea and Australia. If you took into China, there would be another 200 or 300 people in that factory over there as well. And so we employ a lot of people. We have full-time HR and industrial relations people dealing with all those. We see the future of our company is going to be based in our people. It is easy to buy machinery, it's easy to buy premises and get real estate, but it's not that easy to buy people. So we have to invest in our people, because we see as people are going to be the biggest influencing factor of our business going forward. There is going to be a boom. We're already sitting at 5 or 6% unemployment, and we haven't got a lot of work. Imagine when that turns around, people are just going to be so important to us.
A lot of people don't realise that recreational fishing adds in excess of $12 billion to the Australian economy, probably around $2 billion to the Queensland economy.
Did you know that the area of Greater Springfield covers a space of 2,860 hectares? Springfield's master planning is over 1,000 hectares and is dedicated to green open space. After the break, we'll be looking at what the future holds for Division 1, including our events guide and exciting opening of Springfield Parkway's Rebel Domain. Stay with us. Here are some exciting events coming up for you to be a part of. The 2011 Melbourne International Comedy Festival Roadshow is coming to the Ipswich Civic Centre. This is the 13th year that the Comedy Festival has hit the road, and it'll be at the Civic Centre on May 10, commencing at 7:30 p.m. Adult tickets are $29.50 and concession are just $27.50. You can book now for this amazing show. Star of the screen and stage Tom Burlinson is performing in his latest musical production, Now We're Swingin'. It's a sensational swinging salute to the masters of the genre and will be coming to the Ipswich Civic Centre on June 4 at 7:30 p.m. Adult tickets are $45 and concession tickets are just $39. The show will feature songs from the greats like Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra and Michael Bublé, so you better book now for this special Ipswich performance. The Ipswich Festival is on in May this year from the 18th to the 29th. and will be featuring the best performers from the region who will join with the nation's major artists in the 14-day celebration. For full details, go to ipswichfestival.com.au and make sure you're a part of this exciting time. And kids can come and create an eco-clay animation with Basil Grumble and get up close with some of the native animals these school holidays. Learn and develop skills in sculpture with clay, concept development and set and prop construction. It's all part of Kids Go Wild at Queen's Park, to be held at the Queen's Park Environmental Education Centre, Merle Finnemore Avenue off Golby Avenue, Queen's Park, Ipswich Central. Just a note that Gecko's Wildlife Native Animal presentation will be on Tuesday, the 19th of April from 10 till 11 a.m. and it's all part of this great activity. And the Basil Grumble Eco Clay Animation Workshop is on Thursday, the 21st of April from 2 till 4. There are so many exciting events for the whole family to enjoy, so we hope you get out there and experience what the area has to offer. And speaking of excitement for the whole family, our next segment looks at Robel Domain, a part of Springfield Central Parkways, which is set to open May 24.
Rebel Domain in Springfield Central Parklands has been labelled as the most significant parkland in southeast Queensland. Described by Ipswich Mayor Paul Pasali as one of the state's most significant leisure areas, Rebel Domain is a world-class destination for local residents and visitors. Springfield Central Parklands, stretching from Brookwater to beyond Springfield Lakes, were designed to deliver a legacy of intergenerational economic, social and environmental benefits for the Western Corridor, incorporating more than 11 kilometres of boardwalks, cycle and pedestrian paths, sports fields and playgrounds. The $30 million design of Rebel Domain boasts features for the whole family to enjoy, including artificial lakes, water features, playgrounds, barbecue and picnic areas, a rainforest walk and the sure to be popular water park valued at $1.4 million. Other facilities include a piazza with a $1.2 million lighting display, an environmental education centre, cultural heritage displays, public art and sculptures, restaurants and kiosks, as well as Australia's first digital playground that combines outdoor play with interactive gaming. It was named Rebel Domain after Springfield Land Corporation's Managing Director Robert Sharpless and his wife Belinda, to recognise the role he played as one of the original and continuing directors of the company. Rebel Domain was funded by a public-private partnership between the Ipswich City Council, Springfield Land Corporation and the Queensland and federal governments. Rebel Domain is set to open on May 24 to coincide with the Ipswich Festival's Kids Kingdom event, which will be held at the Parklands, featuring entertainment and music and a stunning fireworks display. With a planned population of 86,000 residents living in Springfield Central by 2030, Rebel Domain is a much-needed asset that will benefit the community for generations to come.
Did you know that the current population of Ipswich is 170,000 and that figure is set to double within the next 15 years, with a significant population growth predicted in Springfield? In our final segment, we'll be looking at the development of the area in closer detail, and in particular the award-winning design of Greater Springfield, and we'll also find out a little of what the future holds for the area.
Greater Springfield, a place where anything is possible.
Division 1 borders right onto the Brisbane side of Ipswich, right on the eastern side of the city. There's much happening in what we call the Greater Springfield area. Presently it has approximately 20,000 people living in the Greater Springfield area, with 86,000 planning to come in the years to come. So with 86,000 people coming, there's lots of planning that has to be done and lots of planning that has been done. And in that planning, delivering infrastructure such as public transport. We have a health precinct plan, and in years to come, anything to do with health, whether it be natural health, specialised health, day hospital, overnight hospital, will eventually be in what we call Health City. Also this year, 2 brand new state schools were opened, a high school, Springfield Central High School, Springfield Central Primary School. And in this precinct, You can go from preschool to university without having to leave this precinct we're in now. You could say 15 years ago there was not one student within the Greater Springfield area, and now we have over 9,000 students in this area we call the Greater Springfield. And what we designed in Springfield was a skate park from day one, where skaters got together with myself. We travelled around many skate parks within the Brisbane area, looked for the positives and the negatives, and those youth actually came up with the design and the concept of the skate park which currently exists in the Springfield suburb. The highest building in Ipswich City is now in Springfield Central, which is called the Springfield Tower, and the naming rights on top of that is the NEC, and in there is Springfield Land Corporation, which of course had the vision for this whole development. That's a 10-storey building. Next to that we have a 6-storey building called Polaris, and that's a custom-made building completely to store computer data. So Suncorp, for example, store all their national and international data in Polaris. The state government have committed to bring the rail to Springfield Central and to Springfield by 2013, which is only 2 years away. And believe you me, it's more like an airport than a station. It's an above ground station that has elevators and also escalators to bring you up to the platform. And in years to come, surrounding that station will be 25 to 30-storey high residential towers. So part of the vision for this area is that we actually have the public transport so that people will not be relying so much on the car, and around the station there will be 30 to 40,000 people living in years to come, and some of them possibly will not even have a car. They can walk to the railway station, they can walk to a shopping centre, they can walk to a 24-hectare park, they can walk to Education City, and they can walk to Health City, all within about 500 metres of the high residential towers around the station. Okay, currently under construction right now to be opened hopefully in September of this year, Woolworths opposition to Bunnings. We'll have the Bunnings aspect of it, and it will also have the white goods of a Harvey Norman store combined under one roof, and also really focusing on landscaping and nursery supplies. Our own shopping centre was designed to have a main street up the middle, and not just to be a shopping centre but be a town centre. So we refer to it as Orion Town Centre, and we see Orion Town Centre as being the destination shopping centre precinct for this whole area, not just for Springfield. Orion Shopping Centre opened in March 2007. When it is fully completed, it will be one of the largest shopping centres within the Southern Hemisphere, and we're looking forward to that time.
That's all the time we have for today. Tune in next week as we continue our look at Ipswich City, division by division, and explore all that the city has to offer. I'm Amelia DeVita, and I'll see you next time on Ipswich Living, but for now I'll leave you with some scenes of the massive development that's taking place in Greater Springfield.
Greater Springfield has greater possibilities.